me get the Game Boy.
Recipe too. I don't need to pick up anything from the store. Debit?
Or your Game Boy over there or Game Boy game?
No.
Love you. See you in a bit. Oh man. Alright. Nothing.
Oh no.
What?
Well, I'm about to pour bleach and I'm putting jeans on. And good jeans too.
Oh god.
I don't have any crappy pants. Where?
Poek. Really? And then you're gonna. Oh, there we go. Save. Go live. Just like that. We are now live. Let's see if we can get some let's get some music going. What do y'all think? Dynasty. We're only gonna stream for like 2, maybe 3 hours tonight. Our goal is to honestly,
Can you pull my back, please?
what?
Pull up my back, please.
Yeah. Honestly, my plan is just to try and get another shiny. Hey, you got here early. That's right, you did. How are you doing today? Hopefully you're doing well, Abyssal. Make sure we got this going. Fine, how about yourself? Not too bad. I'm chilling. As they say, chilling like a villain, you know? Kind of a little disappointed that we're almost at 10,000 encounters. No shiny in Safari Zone. But, I mean, what can I say? My first 2 phases were under odds. I really wish I could have done more encounters this Safari week. But really, at this point, I just want to wrap this phase up and then turn it into a video that I can post. I need to get back into. I've fallen so hard off the wagon of doing consistent content, and it's hurt the channel so much. So I really need to fix that. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. What's up, Minty? How you doing? I got the shiny fish last night. No crooks though. Shiny fish. No crocodiles. What are we talking? Why am I not able to think properly? What were you hunting? Hisuian Basculegion, that's right. Weren't you doing eggs for Basculegion and Fuecoco? Streamerman, you're gonna be proud of me, so let me send it to you on Discord. Did you get a shiny, what is that, Mew or something? Let's see it. I mean, my phone is currently recording, so I can't really do it. Let me turn on the music. There we go. Yeah, oh, Totodile. Okay. There it is. Yeah, my bad. I have bad memory sometimes. I wanted to stream yesterday, but I ended up deciding I was just not gonna stream last night, and then we just kind of stayed in bed and I watched Den of Thieves, which was actually a pretty good movie. Alright, Minty, I'm pulling up Discord on the computer, so we'll see in just a second what it is. Alright, let's see. First Wailord of the night. Pretty crazy. 225 hours spent for a purple Wailord. Can you believe that? Fuecoco, Totodile, and Basculegion were the three. That's a good mix. Alright, let's see. My server. Shiny LFG. Shiny Shaman. Nice. How many... Did that take a long time to do? Very proud of you, Menti. Good job on that one. Was that on just one system or what? Were you multi-system? You know, you had triple hunts going? Nice. Here you go. You're slowly getting sucked into the idea of doing full odds hunts. It's alright. We're gonna get you slowly but surely. You just wait. Yeah, another thing too about this Safari Week that's kind of making me feel bad is I'm seeing a lot of people post their videos and they've got like, oh, 20 shinies seen this week. Ooh, I got 24 shinies seen this week. Oh, 14. And then I'm like, I found 2. By the way, I have a suggestion for the Wailord hunt. Get a Dodrio with Runaway from the non-smoke ball file. I don't think any of my files are using smoke ball, are they? I'll have to check. I just think that one file is slow enough to that one's got an XP share. Yeah, just it's that one game just has a very slow Volbeat. But a fast Dodrio would actually be good. That would make it much easier to run away. I like it. That way I don't have to deal with what do you call it? The getting stuck on the level 40s. Just happens to be in the Safari Zone in Hoenn. Yes. I'll probably do that tonight while I'm watching a movie. I'm supposed to be watching a movie with my cousin in a bit, and I'm gonna do some stuff there. I'm gonna get set up to go back to my Spoink hunt so that I can also potentially phase on a Machop. And the Spoink is gonna be for a quest that I'm gonna do, and the Machop will be used in my Fire Red DTQ, which you guys, I still need to upload some content for that. I meant the runaway ability. Oh, it's runaway ability. Okay. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even know Dodrio had runaway. Shaman is your top 5 mons. I'm gonna ribbon master that boy though. Nice. Hey, it's alright. While you ribbon master your Shaman, you're gonna think, ooh man, what if I wanna do this one as well? And we're gonna get you on the next one. We got 500 encounters into the fish. We got 7.5 thousand encounters in the grass. We've got 3,200 encounters for Waylord. I'm only ribbon mastering my top 5 mons minus Starmie. They did him dirty. Yeah. I've been trying to think of more designs for the game. I've come up with like 5 creatures. 5 creature lines. I'm pretty happy with them. I just need to think of more. My goal is to have like 150 creatures for the first generation. 130 to 150. I think that'll be a good diverse pool. Dodrio is one of the few fully evolved Pokemon that has Runaway. Yeah, I was thinking Poochyena as well, but it's not fully evolved. And I don't even know where you'd get it at a higher level. I think I would just get it at the beginning at level 3. Actually, funny enough, I did just spend all day today while we were driving around town leveling up a bunch of Poochyenas to trade to different files so that I could bunny hop at the Spoink area while doing a level 22 repel trick, because that makes all the Pokemon Numel, Machop, and Spoink 33% rather than it being like 50% Numel and then like 30% Machop and then 20% Spoink or whatever it is, something along those lines. So now with the level 22 repel trick, I'll be able to run away successfully and do the bunny hop in there. And I'll do 6x, I'll do my 3 Sapphire games, and I'll do 3 Emerald games bunny hopping for Spoinkers. And then I'm hoping, since we have 6 games going, that it goes by pretty fast. That we get that shiny Spoink kind of quickly. After Shaman, it's going to be the Haunts. What horse? We talking Ponyta? Ponyta would actually be sick. Ponyta and Rapidash. Very great shiny right there. Oh, Blitzel. Gotcha. Blitzel's fair. Y'all want to make a poll tonight? Shall I make a poll and ask if we're going to hit a shiny? We're going to go to 10,000 encounters and then we're going to call it a night. So I can hang out with my cousin. You know what? Let's make a poll. Start poll. Will I find a shiny tonight? Start poll. Forward slash. I almost did forward slash poll. Alright, polls up. On both Twitch and YouTube. Get those votes in. Who knows? Maybe I will find one. Maybe I won't. Fingers crossed for the yes. This'll, if we do, when we hit 10,000 encounters tonight, that'll put us at about 15,000, 16,000 encounters roughly. What do y'all think I should do? You think I should call my Safari Week at 10,000 encounters? Or do y'all think I should keep going until I get a third phase and then call it at third phase? Because technically I've only done like half a week of hunting, right? If I was to do a full week of safari hunting, I would have to do next weekend as well, my 3-day weekend. And I didn't even hunt that much this weekend. I've done a total of 15 hours, I'd say. 12 to 15 hours. Why is Safari Week a thing? It's just a way to get the community to have some fun doing a challenge, you know? Doing something that people don't normally do. Just a fun way of getting people involved, as they say. I mean, I'm all for it. Blitzel's actually a really nice shiny. Anyway, I've switched hunts. I'm now hunting Tortuga and Swords Crown Tundra. Nice. That's a fun one. I really want to get a shiny Tortuga. I like that one. What is it? Tortuga and Caracosta. There we go. That's what it evolves into. IDK, but I need a shower. Burb. All right, enjoy your little cold shower. I can't stand those. I can't do cold showers. I hate cold water so much. You know, I like hot water. I don't like to be burned from my water, but I like hot water. It's relaxing. It's comfortable. I love it. You know, and random thing too, I was thinking about, I think about Spartan Society sometimes, and apparently just the things that they did not get, just to keep them, like, their way, they don't even get hot showers, you know? They had to do cold showers, which is crazy. I think that's the same in our current military too. Like, you gotta get cold showers or whatever, which is, I guess, you know, getting you used to getting you out of the pampered lifestyle. Because hot water's 100% pampered lifestyle, but still, that sucks. Yeah, I've got a Pokemon with Storm Drain to see less ice types. Oh, you can see Caracosta in the wilds. That's right, in Swords Crown Tundra. I don't even know where. What is it, like swimming? Are you swimming somewhere? Is it around? It's surely it's not around that big tree that has like the Vespiquen and the Moltres, right? That's not where it's at. If anything, I feel like it would be where all the snow is, but I mean, I hardly played the Crown Tundra. Wow. I barely played the Crown Tundra, so I'm not very familiar with where there's water there. Yeah, and the water in the Frigid Sea area, it's way to the right of the map. Oh, wait, I think I've heard of that area, because I don't think I've gone there, but I remember looking at the map because I was thinking about doing... Dang, Minty, you're gonna vote no on me? That's wild. I was thinking about hunting a ice skew with the frigid mark or whatever it is, the shivering mark that you gotta do in a blizzard. And I think that's where you can find it, is the Frigid Sea. And then you just gotta get a blizzard going and shiny hunt it. Pretty soon I'm gonna be transferring up my Ditto, and then we can start a playthrough in Generation 8. That'll be exciting. I was thinking about doing my first ever playthrough of Generation 6 and 7 on stream, but I guess now that you can get I guess apparently you can get like copyright striked for showing Z moves or mega evolutions or something. I don't know. So now it just makes me not even want to stream those games. I just want to kind of skip it. I'm not seeing Ice Cube because that's only in Shield. Oh, is it? It's Shield exclusive. I wonder what they have there instead of Ice Cube. Storm Drain makes more water Pokemon appear, right? So that's how you're triggering less ice types. Interesting. I always love abilities like that. That's like, oh, you have this Pokemon at the front of your party and you get more of a certain type spawning, you know, Magnet Pool. I think Harvest does grass types, right? And then you've got Illuminate, which is just an overall increased spawn rate. What else is there? I mean, Storm Drain for water types. Nothing else in the Frigid Sea, but Stonejourner appears in other areas of the Crown Tundra. Oh, okay, so Stonejourner is for sword, and Ice-Skew is for shield. I was thinking there was a different ice type to for that. It's rather interesting. There's a slight part of me that's like, man, I'd love to see a shiny Kangaskhan. That'd be so cool. It is 5% here. I gotta look up the repel trick. There's Avalugg as well. Nice. Avalugg is good. I remember when I first got into competitive Pokemon, ooh, 2 Wailords at the same time.
Did you see the newest Mission Impossible?
Yeah, I saw the first part of it. I don't know if they've released the second half of it or not yet.
Oh, I didn't know it was split in 2.
Yes. Why, is that what you were thinking about watching?
Yeah, but it was only, but you hadn't seen it. I haven't seen it either.
I mean, I liked it. I don't mind watching it again.
And also, was it Megamind, Open Season, The Forbidden Kingdom? I never saw the latest 007 either. Maybe you haven't seen that one.
Okay. We're talking Forbidden Kingdom with Jackie Chan and Jet Li?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. I mean...
There was another DreamWorks movie. Oh. The ones with the monsters. Apparently, Seth Rogen's the Blob.
Oh, yeah. That thing? I mean, that seems pretty funny. I'd be down to watch that again. That or 007 or Mission Impossible. I'm fine with any of those 3. If you're interested in more action or comedy, you can pick based on that. Is she home yet? Is she gonna watch the movie or no?
Yeah, she just got home. We're gonna go grab some groceries real quick.
Okay.
And then come back.
Alright, sounds good.
Right, see you in a bit.
See you in a bit. Sword and Shield changed a few abilities for increased rates of certain types. Flash Fire for fire types, Storm Drain for water, and Harvest for grass. Yes. But then they totally got rid of all of them in Gen 9, right? They got rid of all those, not the abilities, but now they don't really have an effect on wild Pokemon anymore. I wonder if that's just gonna be something that we lose out on because we have open worlds, everything spawns in the open world now, or what is it called? Overworld? Is that what it's called? There's the overworld, and then you can encounter the targets. Yeah, it's called the overworld, and then you encounter them there. Yeah, they were changed for sandwiches of all things. What is it based on again? What is Paldea? Is it Spain? Are sandwiches a big deal wherever it was actually based on, or was that just something that they came up with? Like somebody was like, "Man, I love Subway. Let's put it in Pokemon." You don't know? Oh man, I gotta look that up. I'm actually kind of curious now. Where is Paldea based on? On the Iberian Peninsula, which consists of Spain, Portugal, and Andorra. Are sandwiches a big deal in Spain? Is definitely not considered much more than a snack in Spain. They do baguette style bread loaves served everywhere. What about Portugal? Portugal. I meant about the sandwich thing. I knew it was Spain. Oh, okay. that Portugal's national sandwich has steak, ham, dry sausage, fresh sausage, cheese, and then it's covered in melted cheese and beer sauce. Nice. So it does sound like sandwiches are a big deal over there. It sounds like sandwiches are a very common thing to find. Which is interesting. At least there's that. What was I thinking? I was thinking of something. I was gonna say something just before those sandwiches. Man, now I'm getting hungry, and we just ate a couple hours ago. I guess that's good, because I'm trying to put on weight, so I need to eat more. What am I gonna eat? I wonder what I have to eat here. I wonder... Pizza. Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. I was gonna ask everybody here if there's any interest in seeing me play a horror game. So I was thinking about playing a horror game. I just saw yesterday, while I was doing a little bit of hunting off stream, there was a game called... oh man, what is it called? Still in the Deep or something like that? At least the baguette is common to the game, yeah. I think it's called Still to the Deep or Still in the Waters or something like that. And I guess it's some horror game on an oil rig. You're not a horror fan? I've never been a fan of horror either, but I was asked to play one game, Calypso Protocol. And we never finished it, just because, like, the horror part of it, when it was scary, it was good, you know, it was kind of, like, very intense. But the issue that I kept noticing is that all that intensity would go away as soon as the fight started. You know, as soon as I got into a fight, I would relax and I'd be like, oh my gosh, okay, now I know I'm in a fight. If anything shows up, I'm expecting it, you know? And that just kind of, it just kind of threw, it just was a constant throwing out the suspense that the game was building and just made it a lot less enjoyable for me. The story seemed good though, and I did like the main character. He's the dude from the Transformers, the Michael Bay Transformers. He was the soldier, the white soldier guy. He's pretty good. I wonder what we find, if we do find anything today. Is it going to be another Paraz? Is it going to be another Doduo? How crazy would it be if I get blessed with a shiny Kangaskhan and I catch it? I think we'll be back to do more Safari Week later this month. We're gonna pick up Elden Ring in 2 weeks, and we'll continue that. So this upcoming weekend, we'll probably focus on Spoink, Gimme Ghoul, and Waylord. The next weekend, hopefully, will be good to do Elden Ring. And then after Elden Ring, we could go into, I don't know. What could we do? Well, Elden Ring is probably going to become a huge focus in about 2 weeks as we try and get into the DLC and knock out the DLC. I'd love to find a way to stream right here on my Elden Ring setup and then have something that's recording on the side so I could record Waylord at the same time while I'm doing the gaming. And then if anything, if I do get a shiny Waylord, then I can switch over screens. But I don't know. I don't think my PC can handle that. Have you ever played the Xenoblade games? No. I was actually. I remember it looked incredible. Like, Xenoblade Chronicles looked really cool. But when I looked into it, the only Xenoblade games I could find were arcade games. And this was many years ago when I went to video game store. I saw like Xenoblade Chronicles thing, and then I looked it up, and it was an arcade game, and I didn't do much more research past that, so I'm guessing that there's some other video games that I can play that are not arcade. But it looked cool. I just didn't pursue it any further than that when I only saw arcade. I don't even know what it's about. I just know that the knight looking dude with the sword on the front cover looked really cool, and I liked that. Arcade? I don't know if Xenoblade arcade games. Yeah, what was it? Think you were talking about something else? Most of the Xenoblade games are on the Switch. Interesting. Are you saying I should check it out? No, I see what I was talking about, like the sword in the front of it, and then the knight, like the giant thing above the picture of it, Xenoblade Chronicles, and it's got like, I don't know how you would describe it, some kind of giant golem thing. Oh well. Maybe I was thinking of something else. Either way, though, I have not played it. Is it good, though? I assume it's good, though, since you're talking about it. Oh, that's not a knight. Yeah. Like I said, I hadn't seen it in a long time, so I was just going based on memory. And it was clearly a bad memory. Or, not bad memory as in, like, negative, but just bad memory as in I didn't remember properly. But like I said, maybe I was off, because I was pretty sure what I saw was a arcade game. Maybe I was thinking something totally different. It's always possible. What is... So are you saying I should play it, or are you saying I should check it out? Does look like a pretty good anime style game. They are real-time battle JRPGs. I've never had a JRPG. Well, actually, there was one game I did try playing on my PlayStation 3 that was a JRPG. I kind of fell off of it pretty fast, though. I don't even remember what it was called. I probably have the game somewhere. Real time. Real-time battle games, huh? Only thing that's real-time that I've played is Halo Wars, and that's real-time strategy, so I'm curious to see how real-time battle goes. Alright, this next set of 4 puts us at 8,000 encounters. Alright, no shiny at 8,000 encounters. We're approaching odds, everybody. We hit odds, and then that's it. And then we just keep going. $8,004. They are very long games, though. Hey, a long game is a good game. Well, no, let me take that back. I enjoy a good long game. I don't want a short game. So if it's good, I'm down for it being long. You know, that's one thing I have been wanting lately in anime. Is I've been wanting a nice long anime series that I can delve into. So if we can get a video game that's nice and long and good, I'm good with that too. Man, we're getting a lot of Wailords today. It feels like we've popped into a pod of Wailords. The Japanese game isn't finding too many today, but the English games are popping off, and I love that. What is your favorite game you've ever played, Abyssal? Or game series, I should say. Game or game series. It's a hard question to ask. Or hard question to answer, I mean. Because there's so many. That's very hard, yeah. You know, I think about it and like Halo Reach is up there. I've got some Pokemon games that are up there, like Ruby, Sapphire. Those are up there. Time Splitters is one of the first games I played. That stuck with me. It's a very hard question. Elden Ring has been incredible. I've enjoyed the crap out of Elden Ring. There's a Lord of the Rings game that I've actually been thinking quite a bit about playing recently. Probably the best Lord of the Rings game ever. We're gonna have to play that on stream. Pokemon Platinum for one game, but I really like Xenoblade series. So you seem like you're really advocating for it. Alright, I'm gonna write down Xenoblade Chronicle or Xenoblade series and I'll check it out. If I was to play through the series, do you recommend me start with Xenoblade 1 even though it's long? Or and do they follow a consistent storyline? Or is it less of a storyline and just like surely it doesn't go Final Fantasy where every single game is essentially a different world. Just need to make a thumbnail. Oh man, his Safari video is done. I'm jealous. I need to get mine going. I really need to do some hardcore grinding. Maybe I do grind throughout the night and just get as many shinies as I can. I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to spoil anything. There are games where you really want to go in blind. Okay, alright. And you said I can get them on. You said most of them are on Switch. Can I at least find one on Switch, like Xenoblade 1, so I can start fresh on there, or am I gonna have to look elsewhere for Xenoblade 1? You could tell me about gameplay though. Interesting. Okay. Bam. There are 3 Xenoblade games on Switch and 1 stuck on the Wii U. I don't have a Wii U. I'll have to get one. I'll play the 3 that are on the Switch, and then if those are really good, then I'll buy a Wii U just to play that one. That'd be kind of crazy. But it'd be amazing to also be able to play through the Super Mario Galaxy games. I always wanted to play through those games. I haven't played the Wii U one either. Oh man. Alright, well hopefully it gets me sucked in and then we can experience it together. That'll be pretty fun. I actually hate editing videos, and there's so many videos I need to edit. I still need to edit my stupid Xbox showcase video. I could probably get that out this week. I need to edit this Safari video. I need to do my next episode of Fire Red playthrough with Eevee. I gotta do 2 episodes for Emeralds GTQ. Man, there's so much to do. Xenoblade 1 has cooldown based moves, Xenoblade 2 has hit based moves, and 3 is a combination of 1 and 2's mechanics. They all have a weak auto attack. Really? Okay. Interesting. I'll have to, honestly, I'm just gonna have to get in there. I'm gonna have to experience it and see. But we'll add it to the list. We'll for sure get to that game. and main moves that you can pick. So it has auto attacks and main moves that you can pick. Okay. They have a lot of voice acting in them. Good voice acting? I wonder what a Pokemon game would be like if they added voice acting. Could you imagine somebody getting paid to be youngster Joey? I like shorts. Check out my shorts, mister. Yeah, the voice acting is good. Nice. Watch my Slowpoke, please. Make sure he doesn't do anything crazy. I'll be right back. The villains probably wouldn't have too bad of voice acting though. Theirs could be like, oh yes, we have to expand. The voice actors are all European. Really? And, okay, interesting. Nice. Now it makes me excited to hear how they talk in the game. You got this. Just remember, I went almost 22,000 with nothing. Damn. Yeah, I can't be complaining if I'm at 10,000 encounters. Oh, we already passed odds, by the way. We're at 8,228. Man, talking to people while doing shiny hunting just really makes the time fly by. There's one possible problem with the games. There are voice lines that repeat in battle. Oh. Yeah, I mean, you know, I mean, if you're in a battle and you're doing the same attack over and over again, that could probably get kind of annoying. But sure, it's not that bad. Or I'm sure it's easy to overlook that, especially if the game is really good in every other quality aspect. You know? At some points, people are just reaching for things and looking for things to get mad at. So, I mean, I doubt that that'll be that big of an issue. Oh man, watch me eat my words. But who knows? The charters are very... Oh, the characters are very chatty in battle. Nice. Well, that's better than you just sitting there and looking at them like, ugh. 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 I gotta work on being more chatty. I gotta be more entertaining as a person. I really struggle with that aspect. Man, I'm actually getting really hungry again. I don't understand why. I just ate a couple hours ago. I don't know what I'm gonna eat. Turkey sandwich, maybe? What else is there? I mean, I guess I could have your girlfriend pick up some Sonic. That's not good though, right? I've been spending so much money this weekend, I shouldn't eat Sonic. I don't know. I really don't know. Oh well. It's 8:22. Why is there a hurricane update? I live far enough north to where a hurricane's gonna come, not really gonna come to my area, and I live far enough south to where I don't really have to worry about tornadoes either. Pretty lucky area that I live in. The only issue is there's a lot of like drama and pollution and crap. I don't like that. Now I do get side effects of when there's hurricanes. What was it? A couple of years ago, hurricane hit, what was it, Galveston or Houston or something, and like completely wrecked all the oil or something. And there's issues there. And then another time we had issues with what was it, excessive rain, or no, I think it was the snow, and the snow ended up like getting a, something happened. It was snow or a lot of rain or something, and it ended up getting a lot of like shellfish into the water pipes somehow, so then you weren't really supposed to be like using your water because you're essentially like got water with like raw fish in it or something like that. I don't know, this was like 2 years ago. And then the other year there was electricity issues. So we do suffer from the side effects of hurricanes and horrible weather. But we don't have to deal with the direct impact, like the hurricane showing up on my front door, sending a brick wall my way. Happy 4th of July there, later, or if it's already 4th of July there. 4th of July is tomorrow, but happy 4th to you as well, Israel. I know you're not really in America, but don't worry, you can celebrate 4th of July as well. I wish I could celebrate, but I gotta work overnight tomorrow. There's a part of me that thinks a lot of people are gonna call in tomorrow, and it makes me want to call in. I just don't want to deal with it, especially since they turned me down for the supervisor role. But at this point, I'm not going to. For the phone camera. Oh, yeah, my bad. Good call. I must have accidentally bumped it. There we go. Why they turn you down? They said that I do not have enough experience handling issues as a supervisor, and that it essentially seems like I just dump problems on my supervisor. So I need to get more experience in that aspect of handling things. Which is, I don't know. On one hand, I'm mad at them because I know I've demonstrated that thing. I've handled many issues. and the issue that they were primarily using against me, completely unfair. But on the other hand, I can't really be mad at them, because if it was my fault for not being able to explain things properly enough. So it's whatever. Now I'm just at a point where I'm just gonna work my overtime, make that money, and put more money towards buying a house faster, and I'm gonna save up a couple grand for Pokemon tournaments when the next Pokemon game comes out. I'm gonna save up some money to start my video game studio and start working on this monster catching game. So I'm gonna focus less on trying to climb the ladder here at my current job, and I'm gonna focus more on just doing the things that I really want to do, you know? Perfect. Good, good, good. Glad that I was able to make the adjustments real fast. Unfortunately, it's kind of awkward because I've got my chair right here, and then literally right next to my chair is the stand that holds my phone. So if I move the chair a little too much, sometimes it hits the stand and it'll off center it. So I really want to look at getting something a little better. Oh wow, already out of time on that game? That's crazy. Whatever. Alright, let's see if we can get 12. 3. 6. Here comes 9. Nice. Alright, that's 12. Perfect. Alright. Thanks so much for hanging out, as always, Abyssal. It's always great to see you. I hope you have a good day. It's actually going to be a short stream today, so I don't think I'll be streaming again when you're back. Hopefully I see you on Sunday, though. I am going to try and stream pretty well next weekend. So, see you next weekend. 2, 3, perfect. Looks like Destiny, haha. What looks like Destiny? Oh, First Descendant? No. I thought about it. I thought about playing it, you know, I was like, oh, the new game that everybody's all about. I could play it, try and make some content, and it'll probably boost my channel again. But to be honest, I don't want to get sucked into another live service game as deep as Destiny is. And First Descendant is either going to be a game that's going to be very shallow, which 11 out of 10 games these days that are trying to do what Destiny does are shallow and hollow. So there's a small chance that it'll be a good game long term. But I don't want to get invested in it. My cousin, I see my cousin playing it a little bit. He seems to be having a blast with it. But I have so many games that I need to and want to play on my backlog. If I play First Descendant and it's a great game, I'm going to get sucked into it. And then I'm not going to have any time to finish my shiny living Pokédex and Pokemon. I'm not going to have time to finish Elden Ring or play some of the old games I've wanted to play. I'm not going to have time to play other new games when they come out because I'm going to be stuck playing First Descendant. And when you come into live service games like that, then you got to deal with things like weekly logging in, you know, oh, you got to log in and do all your raids this week and get your stupid low percentage chance of dropping the gun because we got to keep that player retention, and what better way to keep player retention than drop the odds of you finding the gun, and then, you know, everybody in the player base is gonna freaking defend the fact that it's a low freaking drop chance because they got the weapon or whatever. They can grind it every single week and blah blah blah. And I just got sick of it. I got sick of it with Destiny because they do the same thing every season, every year, and it never changes, and it gets annoying. And they release something and it's got a stupid low drop chance, and then at the end of the season or at the end of the year, when a weapon is going to go away or not be meta anymore, then they spring that, they like double the chances of you finding the gun, right? And it's like, great, you know, I spent all season grinding for it at stupid low chance, and I either got the gun or I didn't get the gun, and now you're gonna raise the chance of me finding the gun. Thanks. And I just got sick of it over and over and over and over and over again. It's their thing, daily dungeon resets and all. Yeah, because they pay people who figure out these very addictive strategies to get people sucked into the game. Quite literally, they pay people who do research and studies on this. It's insane. Oh. That's the first Wailord of the Japanese game today, I think. Alright, give me just a second. I'm gonna text the girlfriend real fast. Oh. Goals. I don't need her to call me. She's going to call me. Because that's how she does things. Who got a shiny? Not me. I wish. What's up, MC? How you doing? Welcome to the stream and the dream. Streamer man, I'm very upset. Why are you upset? Talk to me, Minty. Are you mad that I haven't found a shiny yet? Because I'm mad that I haven't found a shiny yet. Oops, I didn't mean to throw a Pokeball. Watch this Paraz get caught first ball. I'm gonna be... Okay, good. Does it run away? No, it's watching. Good, good. I'm glad to hear it. Did you do anything for Safari Week? Did you have a good week? The Shaman can't be transferred? Did you catch it on Pearl? Or Diamond? Ah, that's where you messed up, dude. It's Platinum only. I didn't know. You still got some Platinum games that you can do the hunt on? You can just continue the hunt on your Platinum game. What'd she say? I have only one? Well, I guess you're 1x hunting it. That's what you get for not freaking hunting with me. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm sorry. That really sucks. I'm terrified of finding out that I'm not going to be able to transfer a Pokemon, you know? I'm being extra careful in how I do each of these hunts to ensure that they stay as legitimate as possible. 8,500 encounters, by the way. We've done 1,000 encounters, and it's taken an hour and 10 minutes. Not too bad on the timing. Alright, my cousin's home. He's probably gonna get the movie ready. I'm waiting on the girlfriend to get home, but we'll be good. We got a little bit. We'll hang out for a bit longer. We're gonna push as close as we can to 10,000. That's our goal. What do y'all think? Do y'all want me to pump out the Safari video now with just the 2 shinies that I have currently, that I have found currently, or would y'all rather me try and find a couple more and make it more of a actual compilation of like 5 shinies or something? What are y'all feeling? Or do y'all not really care about how many shinies I find? At least the encounters are quick. The encounters are very quick, that's for sure. I really was hoping I was going to be able to do my 3 Emerald games as well. So, I mean, I'm happy to continue my hunt for Wailord and get it just that much closer to being done. But at the same time, yeah. Yeah.
I saw y'all already got a whole chicken in there.
Oh, that's just for Cheyenne.
I was gonna check it out. HEB for a little less than $10 to get this heavy ass thing of chicken, and it's lemon pepper too.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, that's a really good deal.
Nice.
Well, then, you know, in case y'all wanna, like I said, it's lemon pepper. I know you really like lemon pepper. So then,
Why'd you get it then?
Huh?
Why'd you get lemon pepper then if you don't even like it?
No, I said I know you really like lemon pepper.
Oh.
Yeah, I like it too, but I know since you like it more than me, giving you a heads up so you can keep an eye out for it.
Well, thank you. Cheyenne's picking up food and then she'll be on her way home and we can start the movie.
Nice.
Alright. Yeah, the encounters are actually really quick. Like, you can do almost 1,000 encounters an hour. Actually, when I first started hunting in Safari, I was doing 1,000 encounters an hour. But then I started incorporating my Sapphire games to hunt for Girafarig as well, and that slowed my encounter rate down. And then now, even now, I don't know what it is, but I'm just being a little slowpoke, I guess. I hate how washed out this blue screen is. It makes the shinies, or it makes them look shiny even though they're not. You know? Like that Kangaskhan right there looked shiny. Just good old safari hunting. We got a little music. I'm in disbelief. Oh, you're in about the shaman? Yeah. I'd be hurt as well. I'm sorry. And you didn't keep track of encounters. Was it a long hunt for you, or was it pretty fast? Dude, those eggs right there looked gold for a second. It wasn't long? Well, fingers crossed that your platinum game isn't long either. Were you doing runaways or what? Or were you doing, can you do soft resets right in front of Shaman, or do you just have to do runaways? Runaway? Nice. Soft resets take longer. Oof. $86.16. Nice. Still no... I am kind of secretly, I think that the next shiny I really want to find is a male Nidoran or a female Nidoran. I want to find one of the Nidorans because I think... I don't know. I'd just love to have that for one of my DTQs, is having a male Nidoran or a female Nidoran. That would be so incredible. The only issue I have with using a Nidoran from the Safari Zone is I hate how high a level they are. I really wish that you would find them maybe 10 levels lower or something. Not because of catch rate, but more so because you can find them super low level, like right after beating Brock, right? And so if I could find him at a lower level, then I could beat Brock and add it to my team, and it would make sense. But now instead it's, you know, level 20, 25 or so, 24. So I would have to beat 2, maybe 3 gem badges before I actually pick up a shiny Nidoran on my team to make it make sense. So that's the only thing that kind of sucks about using Safari Zone Nidoran on my team. But I guess I could do my DTQ of doing Charizard. And then we could do oh wait, Japanese game found a Wailord. Nice. What would be the second Pokemon to use for Charizard playthrough? I'm shiny hunting Nidoran on Route 3 now. 2 shiny Spearow and Jigglypuff so far today. Nice. That's crazy. You found 3 shinies in one day. How many games have you got going? I'm over here with 7 games going. By the way, for those of y'all not familiar with what we're doing, to the left of the screen, my 3 capture cards going. One of them's actually GameCube. We are hunting for the 1% Wailord and Ruby. That is a very slow hunt. To give you an understanding of how slow, we have 3,217 encounters, and we're at 226 hours on that hunt. So it's very slow. You're talking like almost 15 minutes per encounter on a game. So it's kind of hurting. And then of course right here on our lovely phone camera, we have 4 Game Boys hunting in the Kanto Safari. I unfortunately didn't start Safari hunting until Wednesday, the day before Safari ended. So I wanted to try and do a full week of it. So we're going into overtime. So I guess I am technically cheating on my title by saying Safari Week, but you know, not the end of the world. 4 Game Boy SPs right now. Nice. See, I want to get like I want to get a little wooden thing right here, like a little tray thing that's the size of a Game Boy, and I want to be able to put 5 Game Boys in there and have little holes in the back of the Game Boys, the thing, so I can plug in my chargers. But that way it'll just kind of hold the Game Boys in place and they won't move around when I press buttons. I think that would be super cool. That's kind of what I'm going for. Another Wailord. 3,218 Wailord seen. You could likely have someone custom 3D print it. That would be pretty cool. I'd also like to have one. Heck yeah. So, are you going for... Oh. Somebody's calling me. Give me just a second. Are you going for male Nidoran or female Nidoran? Hey, best of luck with on the shiny hunts. I'm doing more Safari encounters tonight. Ruby, Emerald, Leaf Green, and Pearl. Sweet. Give me just a second, SC. Hello?
Hey, go to the hallway closet and talk.
Alright, sorry about that. Oh, why'd you delete the message, SC? Male ideally, but I also like the female. I wish the Nidoqueen kept the purple. That'd be crazy cool. I don't know why they go back for... I don't know why they switched to green. I mean, I love the color green, so I don't have any issues with green. But I think if they had kept the purple all the way through, it would have made a bit more sense. You're going back at it for Shaman? Good. Let this fuel your desire. your motivations to get it. See, what I was gonna say to SC, I don't know why he deleted the message, but I was originally, instead of the 3 Waylord games, I was gonna use 3 games that were gonna hunt in the Safari Zone in Emerald. I was gonna bunny hop there, but quite literally, every time I got ready to start hunting, just something else happened, right? So first I grinded to get all 3 of my games up to the Safari Zone, so I kind of rushed that. And then I realized I forgot the Pokeblock case, so I had to go find the Pokeblock case, and I found the Pokeblock case. And then once I got the Pokeblock case, I went into the Safari Zone and realized you can't get access to the extension of the Safari Zone until you freaking beat the game. And I didn't realize that, and I'm not at a place to be able to beat the game right now. So now I decided to put my Emerald games on hold. I'll pick up my Safari hunting in Emerald later. So probably later this month we're going to come back to the Safari Zone and do a longer period of time here. We'll hunt for Kangaskhan, Dragonair, and Kanto, and then we'll hunt for Teddiursa, Houndour, and Octillery in Emerald. We might also hunt for Girafarig in Sapphire. We'll see. We'll see how our hunts are treating us. Because we got a lot of hunts left to do right now. I mean a lot of hunts. We've got, in Generation 3 alone, hunts that we've started right now. Okay, that Paraz looked a little different for our Parasect looked a little different. Generation 3, we've got Dragonair, Kangaskhan, which are both Safari hunts. We've got Feebas, we've got Waylord, Spoink, Seviper, Machop, Magnemite, Girafarig, another Safari Zone hunt. Dunsparce. Super excited for that hunt. I'm looking forward to be able to say I'm the first person on YouTube to have a Gen 3 shiny Dunsparce. And that's it. So that's like 11. That's 11 hunts in Gen 3 that we've got to do. I want the Feebas so bad. Me too. We're currently at 3,000 encounters. No phases yet. I'm thinking what I'm either gonna do, I want a female Feebas, right? So if I get a male, I'm gonna keep hunting. I'm debating if I just want to go straight into doing the Super Rod and just go for a 50% chance Carvanha, 50% chance Feebas, or if I just want to start with the old rod because it's a bit easier, see if I can snag the female Feebas and then come back a later time for Carvanha. I don't know yet. Your soul hurts. Yeah, that one kind of sucks, man. I'm sorry. That's how I felt when I failed Gimme Ghoul. Believe me, I understand how you feel. Like, failing Gimme Ghoul hurts so much. And it wasn't even my fault, you know? Well, it was my fault because I failed it. But I felt mad because I asked so many people for help and nobody helped me. Nobody answered any questions for me. And so I felt like I was kind of just on my own with information that I didn't know at the time. And I lost my shiny because of it. So I was kind of upset and crushed emotionally. But now we're back on the hunt. Now we're just gonna keep grinding. 153 hours of Gimme Ghoul, 2,000 encounters. Ugh. Imagine like the first day that I come back to hunting Gimmighoul, it shines. I'd be pissed. I'd be so pissed. So what do you do with your shinies, Gen 3 guys? Do you do playthroughs with them? Do you transfer them up to current gen? Are you just doing a living Pokédex in the game that you're in your Gen 3 games, or what? For me, I do both. I try and do playthroughs with as many shiny Pokemon as I can, but I also am doing a living shiny dex in Pokemon Home. So I'm also not only trying to find every Pokemon shiny, but I'm also trying to do playthroughs with them and then transfer them into Home, and showcasing them there. Dude, I press the button and it doesn't register. I cloned them in Emerald. I have all the games, but with Gen 3 being my favorite, I tend to make competitive teams with my shinies, occasionally sending them to Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Okay, nice. I have not tried cloning anything yet. Which was kind of painful, because my Articuno hunt, which prior to Wailord and prior to a bunch of things, it was my longest hunt ever. And not only was it my longest hunt, but I also spent an extra, I don't even know how many hours, transferring 100 dive balls to 4 different Fire Red games, which was stupid slow, just so if I found the Articuno in one of those 4 games, I would have 100 dive balls to try and catch Articuno with, which not only did it take 36,000 encounters for the Articuno to shine, but it broke out of every single one of those dive balls. All 100 of them was a complete waste. So I wasted 400 dive balls to not even catch it in a dive ball. That thing was the worst shiny I've ever hunted. My long-term goal is a shiny dex for Gen 3, but some may consider the clones cheating. Yeah, who cares what they think, right? If you found the shiny once, then that's all that matters. Well, all that matters is how you feel on it, right? Because it's yours. They're your Pokemon. I mean, to be fair, when I get shiny Mew, I'm gonna be getting mine through the Japanese game by adding the events into the game, and some people might consider that cheating. Same for Deoxys. But who cares what they think? Yikes, I haven't gotten to the legendaries yet. Took me 2 years to reset for Charmander. Damn. Yeah, currently Gimmighoul and Wailord are my 2 slowest hunts. In terms of encounters, in one phase, it was Articuno. In terms of overall encounters, it was Torkoal. Articuno, one phase, 36,000 encounters. Torkoal, like 8 phases, total of 67,000 encounters. In terms of time, though, Wailord and Gimmighoul are currently sitting at the top. Gimmighoul's 153 hours. Wailord's currently 226 hours. I wouldn't call it cheating if we can't access the events anymore. I use my Game Shark to trigger events. Nice. I think the most excited shinies, I mean, I'm excited for every one of my shinies. I'm super excited to get Wailord. I'm super excited to get Gimmighoul. But there's just something super special about the idea of being the first person on YouTube with a Gen 3 shiny ribbon mastered Dunsparce. And that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do here. So if you're new here and you haven't checked it out yet, hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, and we're going to go on an adventure. Gen 3 is also my favorite, by the way. I love Hoenn so much. There's just so many unique things that they put in Hoenn that I love so much. I love the Ash route right next to Falabor Town, you know? The Pokemon there are okay, you know? I'm not the biggest fan of Skarmory or Spinda. They're cool Pokemon, but I just love the route and the aesthetic there. And I love all the different secret spawns that you can find all over the place, like Ralts at the early game, and you can find, you know, again, Spinda on that route right next to Falabor Town, Meteor Falls with Bagon and Solrock and Lunatone. You got deserts, which desert routes are always so much cooler than ice routes. Sorry, not sorry, but they are. And you've got Claydol and Baltoy, which are incredibly cool. Trapinch and Flygon. Sandshrew I love, even though that's Gen 1 Pokemon. I'm open to stream in the near future. Maybe we could collab. I'm always down to collab. If you ever want to do shiny hunting with me, if you ever want to do races or anything, you let me know. I'm always game. I would love having people, even if it's just offline and we like hang out in Discord chat and like chat while we're hunting. I'm cool with that as well, you know. I want to find more people that I can play games with or hang out with and chat with. It's one of the main reasons why I made a YouTube / Twitch. Love that. I'll be doing a Dunsparce run once I get all 4 games to the post game. You gonna be hunting for the 3 segment, or are you just hunting for a random shiny Dunsparce? I was hunting Sandshrew and Trapinch. I ended up with Cacnea. As far as streaming, I need to learn how to operate OBS a bit better. None of my friends play Gen 3 anymore. Gen 3 is my favorite. I neglect every other generation because I do so much hunting in Gen 3. Like, I need to start playthroughs in other games. I recently did my first ever playthrough of Gen 5. I did that with just a shiny Lillipup that I found. That was a lot of fun. Generation 4, I currently downloaded the events for Shaman so I could shiny hunt Shaman, so I gotta get to post game and do that, and then I'm gonna do a shiny badge quest in Platinum, maybe a Nuzlocke, we'll see. The one on Fire Red in that patch that has 100% encounter rate. Island 2, I think. Yes. You don't even want to play Elden Ring with me? No, because you just want to, you want to kill me. That's all it is. I would be happy to play Elden Ring with you if you weren't so determined to kill me. I know how you are, Azriel. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, come over here, little bro, and then I'm gonna go over there, and then it's gonna be a dragon that spawns on my face, kills my character. I want to hunt Starmie in Gen 3. Staryu has one of the greatest shinies ever. That white and blue is so good. But in all seriousness, Azriel, I'm fine playing Elden Ring with you. The one issue I have with playing that kind of game with people is I don't want to play a game. I don't want to play that game with somebody who's super strong, super high level than me, and they just go in and one shot all the bosses. I don't want to get carried by somebody a lot harder than me. I want us to be like same level kind of thing, and we'd struggle through it. Another issue with Elden Ring that I'm hoping they change soon is, and I compare it to Lords of the Fallen in this aspect. I love Lords of the Fallen, but when you summon somebody to your world, if y'all die, you don't get sent back to your world. You stay in that world until you leave. If you beat a boss, you stay in your world. Like, the only time you get kicked out of your world, or out of their world, I think, is if you get killed. That or just when you choose to leave. It's one of the two. I think it's when you die or when you choose to leave. And yeah, Gen 3, guys, I think there's only 2 places you can find Dunsparce in the wild. One of them is in Colosseum, which isn't even the wild, right? It's because it's stealing from one of those evil people, the Shadow Dunsparce. And then the other one is that that wild patch of grass that you're talking about there in Gen 3. What's your Discord? I can hit you up soon. Also, I can't see other people's comments for some reason. Right, sorry, the reason why you can't see other people's comments is because I'm streaming on both Twitch and YouTube right now. And so, the Asriel and Minty, who I was just talking to a second ago, are watching me on Twitch. I would love to get a little thing on my stream that lets me show both chats on my screen so you could see what people are saying on Twitch even if you're on YouTube, but my computer can barely handle streaming to both platforms at the same time, and if I add more things to it, it's going to crash more often than it does. So I'm looking at getting a new PC soon. As for my Discord, let me pull it up real fast. How do I do this? Friends. Add friend. No. All online friends. No. Okay, let's try this. Guru underscore Tuggin map Puda. Try that, Gen 3 guys. Let me know if that works. It should work. I have a dream to Ribbon Master Shaman. I'm doing it. Yes. I want to Ribbon Master so many Pokemon. So you're going to call me crazy, but I want to shiny hunt a second Ralts on Route 102. And I want to Ribbon Master both of my shiny Ralts. I also want to hatch a baby Ralts and not evolve it. And I just saw you sent me a friend request. I'm guessing that's you, Spicy something. I want to get a Ralts, keep it as a Ralts, and Ribbon Master that. I want to Ribbon Master my Gyarados that I'm doing my Fire Red playthrough with. This 3-segment to Dunsparce is going to get Ribbon Mastered. Sent name should be Spicy Toucan. Nice, awesome. I'll accept it as soon as this stream's over. Hell yeah. So how long have you been doing shiny hunting, Gen 3? Oh, we got a Wailord on screen? How crazy would that be if this was the shiny? How many people think I'm gonna go below odds for this Wailord, and how many people think I'm gonna go over odds for it? We'll be back to Elden Ring in 2 weeks, by the way. Asriel, we're gonna take 2-week break, mostly because I'm having some thumbnails created for Elden Ring. So in 2 weeks, we'll be back to hardcore grinding in Elden Ring. So you can join and you can do some playthroughs with me on that when we get back to it. About 10 years now, mostly on Gen 3 because they were the most special to me for some reason, but I liked some hunts on Scarlet and Violet. Also did a few on Soul Silver and Heart Gold. Nice. I wish I've been hunting for 10 years, man. I would be so much farther in my shiny living decks than I am right now. Oh, we just hit 9,000 encounters, everybody. Good job all around. Incredible effort. 9,000 encounters. Can y'all believe it? Just for this phase. Also, I feel like having somebody hunt with will make it much more bearable. Oh, absolutely. It's a lot of fun having somebody to hunt with. I've always wanted to have somebody to hunt with, so I'm looking forward to it. Bam, 3. Because sometimes, look, sometimes I want to stream, but I also want to watch YouTube videos or just chill. And I feel like I'm a bad streamer if I'm watching YouTube videos and not talking to you guys. Even though y'all say, "Oh, it's okay, Titan. We don't mind." No, it's just bad. Bad on me to do that. So I try not to do that, you know. I'm trying to be more engaged and more having conversations. I've been watching a lot of Asmongold lately, though. Watching a lot of Asmongold, it's been, man, it really sucks seeing what's going on with Dr. Disrespect, man. That blows. Because I love his content. He's incredibly entertaining. I wish I was on that level of entertainment. You know, his production value is so insane. So, kind of sucks. I've been watching a bit of Tim the Tatman, Nick Mercs, Z-Laner I watch a bit. It's a shame Z-Laner's not doing some Elden Ring stuff. I'd love to see him do Elden Ring. I have used shiny hunting as a chance to catch up on One Piece. Ooh. I need to get caught up on One Piece. Are you caught up? No spoilers. I'll just tell you where I'm at if you say you're caught up. I actually want to go back and rewatch all of One Piece. I want to go back and rewatch Bleach as well. Ooh, Japanese game found a Waylord. Non-shiny. Cool. Honestly, no, I'm not even gonna say that because then I'm gonna jinx myself about the Waylord hunt. I'll say it when the hunt is done. Also, if you get that Kangaskhan, I need a clone to trade. I'm currently finishing Dressrosa. Is that the... Is Dressrosa with Doflamingo? I think that's Doflamingo, right? Yeah. Okay, so I got to the arc right after that. The next island they get to, not gonna spoil it, don't worry, but the island that they get to next is where I'm currently at. So that's crazy that you and I are basically at the same area. I'm actually thinking right now, like I was saying, is going back and just restarting One Piece over again and watching it from the beginning. I know the animation's kind of rocky at the start, but the story's actually really good. That and my favorite anime ever, Overlord. I'm thinking about rewatching that, especially since they've got the movie coming out soon. And I believe they just finished the current season of Demon Slayer with the training arc, so I gotta watch that. Kaiju number 8, I need to watch that. I've read some of the manga. I'm super far ahead of where the anime is right now in the manga. I'm not up to date on the manga. JJK I want to go back and watch again. Then I really need to sit down and read the manga and get caught up on that too. Because I'm probably now like almost 100 chapters behind where JJK is currently, and I keep seeing spoiler images on X, and I'm trying not to read too much into the spoilers to actually get spoiled, but I've gotten essentially some hints at what's going on, and it's pretty crazy stuff. Bleach, if I haven't said that, I think I said Bleach. I want to go back and rewatch Bleach. The only thing about Bleach that I really hate is the filler. Like, Naruto and Bleach, I love the series so much, but that filler pisses me off so much. Also, we could use a spare Japanese cartridge to trade. and mail our shinies to each other. I'll use my spare copy as collateral. I have some good ones I could give you as well. Really? Interesting. Okay. I'm loving it. I like the thoughts. Boom, boom, bam, bam. That'd be interesting. Do you live in the US? Yeah, I wouldn't want to have somebody send me their master copy and be worried about getting it back or not. Gotta go, streamer. Alright, Minty, thanks so much for hanging out, buddy. I hope you have a wonderful night. NC. That's North Carolina, right? I'm Texas. I hear a lot of good things about NC. I like living in Texas, but there's a lot of issues springing up because everybody's moving to Texas. So I'm hoping it'll start balancing out soon. If it doesn't, like, I'll look at moving somewhere else. Best barbecue in the world? Hopefully you talk about Texas. I don't know if I could say, I mean, I guess I can't comment on it because I've never really had, I've had some barbecue in California. That's about it. Oh, man. That vinegar base, baby. Yeah. One thing I've heard about barbecue is North and South Carolina cannot agree on barbecue sauce. Or barbecue. Oh, 2 Wailords at the same time. Let's see it. Shiny Wailord? No. These 2 games have been popping off. They've been finding a lot of shiny lot of Wailords right now. That's what I need. $3,230 Wailords seen. I never thought we would have to get into the 3,000 mark. I'm really hoping we don't have to go into the 8,000s. I'm hoping we get it under 8,000. How are you doing the hop in the ocean on the left? I've never seen it. Is it only available to emulate or is it a legit glitch? A legit glitch. I only hunt in legit games because, again, I want every shiny I get, I want it to be able to go into Pokemon Home. So I do them on legit cartridges only so I can transfer them up. I can when I do get the shiny Wailord, I'm gonna make a video on it so you'll be able to see it there if you don't want to wait for that. There's 4 other people who have found shiny 1% Wailord that you can check out too if you don't want to wait. But to give you a brief explanation of what you need to do, when you go underwater, like you're going to see Groudon and Kyogre for the first time in Ruby Sapphire, when you enter that cave, when you dive down and you enter the cave where the submarine is, as soon as you hit that entrance, you need to hit the B button, and if you time it right, it'll ask you if you want to go up, if you want to surface, and you do yes, and that'll put you inside of a rock, and that'll allow you to walk on water, and then you can just pull out your bicycle and you run down here to this route, the only route you can find wild Wailord, and then you just activate your level 36 repel trick and you bunny hop on water. The only issue is it only works in Pokemon Ruby because Emerald and Sapphire, for whatever reason, do not have Waylord go up to, or Waylord might be able to go up to 40, but Sapphire and Emerald for some reason have Tentacool that go up to level 45, so Waylord doesn't go to, so if in Ruby, if I do a level 36 Repel Trick, 100% of the time it's Waylord. It's just incredibly slow, as you can see. But if I do it in Sapphire, Emerald, I'll still find Tentacool, I think Pelipper as well. So the Repel Trick kind of doesn't work. Nice. I haven't seen that glitch before. I'm surprised to have learned something new about Gen 3. Yeah. The one thing aside from learning how to do the glitch, the one thing about this that makes me really curious is I want to find out this animation for jumping on water. As you can see, like the little splashing the bike is doing. I want to find out if you bunny hop on puddles, like the rainy routes by Four Tree City or Lily Cove, and then the beach at Lily Cove. If I bunny hop on either of those places, is it gonna create the splash that you see here? Because if it doesn't, there's like nowhere else you can bunny hop on water. So why would they include this animation of jumping on water with a bike? So that's one thing I've been wanting to check. I believe it does do that animation. I could be wrong. Yeah. I'm thinking it does, because otherwise there's no reason for them to add this animation, which is kind of crazy. After this, we gotta hunt Shiny Relicanth and then go for the 3 Regis, which I never knew about the Regis until, basically until Absol Blog's video came out. I didn't know you could get Rayquaza in Sapphire and Emerald. I thought Sky Tower was only an Emerald, just like how you can't get Kyogre in Ruby and you can't get Groudon in Sapphire. I thought Rayquaza was stuck to Emerald, just like I thought Giratina was stuck to Platinum. I didn't know you could find the Regis in Gen 3. I did know about Regigigas in Gen 4. Let's see. I don't think I knew about Mew and Faraway Island. I think I knew about Latias and Latios. I think. I didn't really know much about shiny Pokemon until Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and the Guaranteed Gyarados. And even then, I never really thought to shiny hunt until a couple years ago. Oh yeah, I remember reading the guidebook as a kid for Emerald and reading about the Braille and how to get the Regis. I still have the guidebook. Oh man. There's so many things as a kid that I wish I had done and interacted with, you know? That would be so cool. Oh, alright, this game's out of Safari Zone time. I don't know how much more time I have either. So I apologize, it was a short stream today. We are gonna do, so this is 6. Here's 9. And then here comes 12. Perfect. My first shiny, aside from Gyarados and Silver, was a Magikarp in Sootopolis City while hunting for a regular Gyarados. I didn't know what a shiny was, but since I saw the stars, I knew it was special, so I caught it. That's so cool. Yeah, I don't think I ever ran into a wild one. Here's 15. I never ran into a wild shiny as a kid. Red Gyarados was always the only one I ever got. Here's 18. $21. It's crazy how fast this game ran out of time, and these 3 games are still going. Here's 24. 27. I need to stop popping my fingers, dude. 30. Oh, wait, no. This is 30. $33. Use the rotation trick. Not this use spaces. What do you mean? Are you talking about to make the if I just go back and forth a bunch, it'll not count steps? Like if I just turn back and forth, it'll not count steps. I think this is 34. No, this is 36, I think. So here's 39. When you rotate the character, it doesn't count steps. And here's 40. No, I honestly haven't tried doing that because I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know how easy that would be for me to do with 4 games at once. Alright, everybody. I have to end stream because I promised my cousin I was going to hang out with him, watch a movie. I'm going to start doing some grinding off stream to get my Pokemon ready to do Ribbon Master challenges. See, here I am still popping my fingers despite saying I need to stop. Next time y'all see me, we're going to be doing Spoink in Generation 3. We're going to continue our Wailord hunt. And we're going to continue Gimme Ghoul in Gen 8. Those are going to be the 3 shinies that we're going to focus on. Wow. Fair enough. I'll be sure to hit you up on Discord. Enjoy your night. Thank you, Gen 3 guys. So glad you stopped by. I'm excited to chat more and get to know you more. See you on Discord. Asriel, don't worry. We'll play some Elden Ring together, alright? I just give you a hard time. Don't you worry. We'll play some Elden Ring. Other than that, everybody, I hope you all have a wonderful night. Good luck in your hunts. Wish me luck that I can actually find a Safari Zone shiny, because I'm going to do some more hunting off stream tonight. Tonight's the last night I'm doing Safari for the week. If I find something, it'll be thrown in the compilation. If I don't, then it's just 2 shinies this year, which I don't even feel good calling it a compilation if it's just 2 shinies, right? I cannot in good faith call it Shiny Safari Week Compilation 2024. I can't do that. So I'll have to figure out something else. Alright. Oh, wait. There we go. That's what I was waiting for. One more Wailord. Not shiny. I hate this game. Why don't I just get shinies like that? Alright. There we go. Bye, everybody.